the Heroica. Tonight on the Heroica we present The Adventures of the Wrong Hero, The Wrong Hero Odyssey, Shut Up God, Shut Up, and the showstopper, Super Hell Station. I would like to do my impression of deja vu. I have deja vu. I have deja vu. I think. And now, The Wrong Hero presents his award-winning impression of the astronaut during re-entry. And now my impression of a speedometer. This episode of Super Hell Station is brought to you by Spring, makers of fine Poland Spring water, Poland Spring vodka, Poland Spring dry gin, Poland Spring asphodobadista, and Poland Spring gasoline, sold wherever fine Perrier waters are found. And now, the mysterious, hissing, skulking Oriental Hour presents Fu Manchu in The Fireplace. The program you are about to see is insipid and in no way threatens the status quo. Super Hell Station, part of the Wrong Hero Network, is proud to present A Chimpanzee's Diary. April 6th, 6 a.m. My trainer beat me. 8 a.m. I spent 2 hours performing repetitive labor in order to earn a single banana pellet. 12 p.m. Time to play handball with my own caca, I guess. All for today. And that was Chimp Diary, brought to you by Super Hell Station. And now this word for the religion for dogs. That's right, you heard it here first. The religion for dogs. Heal. The Old Testament is 2 words. Sit, boy. And the New Testament is also just 2 words. Good dog. And the Bible for children. The myth. The Old Testament is just 1 word. No. And the New Testament is also just 1 word. Because. This episode of Super Hell Station is brought to you by Mine's Out. Get the red in. And now it's Peer Pressure Man. Well, are you going to jump off the bridge or not? I don't know about peer pressure. It looks like I might get hurt. That was Peer Pressure Man. Brought to you by Lower Class Productions. And by the If You're Not Going to Buy Anything, Get Out stores. And by the Red Bow Tie. Once upon a mysterious, spooky afternoon, in a blinding drizzle which turned into a sinister fog, I spied a red bow tie. And I said to myself, gee, I used to own a red bow tie just like that one. But then I drank too much beer. This episode of Super Hell Station is brought to you by Brown Bag Lunch. Ask for our special buy 2 grease spots and get 1 egg yolk. Brown Bag Lunch. At all the finer dumpsters everywhere. And now, mysterious, horrifying, spooky, creepy, and outstandingly weird Productions presents the Going Nowhere Fast Show. Tell me something. If you were going nowhere fast, and you pick up the pace a little bit, so you got even more nowhere, even faster, where would this maniac end? Do the commuters stand outside of somewhere, saying to themselves, gee, I hope the train to nowhere gets here soon. And sure enough, into the shiny but crowded station, the Nowhere Express. And the engineer says, all aboard for nowhere. And this episode of The Wrong Heroes Super Hell Station, part of The Wrong Heroes Heroica, is brought to you by the circus.
Yeah, what about the circus?
Evil ringmasters, cracking whips at critters chained to stakes, alcoholic clowns falling off their unicycles.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else, see boys. I happen to know that the lion tamer is taking the money that he's supposed to be spending to feed the big cats and spending it all on booze. And when he drinks the booze, he gets into a mean and liquored up ornery frenzy. He goes in that lion cage and starts teasing the big cats. Tonight's the night when the big cats are finally gonna make their big break, see? And I'm gonna be in on it.
So how do you know so much about the circus, huh?
Because I was Wolfman Jack's understudy. Yes, Nightmare Theater presents I was Wolfman Jack's understudy. I am Wolfman Jack. I contrived to ruin all the great 50s hits with my grating voice. From an illegitimate radio station somewhere south of the border, this is Wolfman Jack. He's a rebel and he'll never be any good. Yeah, come on, sing it, yeah. Sing it right, it's righteous, man, it's righteous. He's a rebel and he doesn't do what he can, yeah. And now welcome to The Wrong Heroes Tribute to Laughing, where drunks pretend to be hippies. Only on Super Hell Station. Stay tuned as we bring you.
Well, let's test for gas at 20.
We have a 10-match in this game.
Only from Alpha Centauri. And now, horror fans, it is time to bring you a modern parable called Frankenstein Sinatra. Yes, the decomposed remains of other celebrities form the hideous beast which is Frankenstein Sinatra. This week, Frankenstein Sinatra fights Nat King Kong. Unforgivable, that's what you are to me. Unforgivable, as far as I can see. Unforgivable, I'll squash you with my knee. You're unforgivable. You're eminently squashable. I can make it here. I can make it anywhere. And now it's Frankenstein Orthodontia School. When big, mean, evil, ugly Frankensteins pick on you in the schoolyard, you need to go to the Frankenstein Orthodontic School. They'll replace your missing choppers for you. They might even take part of your brain out to sell to the good doctor. You never know. And now, the Wrong Heroes Super Hell Station presents Gambling with Destiny. This week on Gambling with Destiny, the Wrong Hero in a soliloquy addresses the concept of the Mask of Destiny. Yes, it's the Mask of Destiny. Cleopatra killed Julius Caesar so she could have the Mask of Destiny. Adolf Hitler, holed up in the Fuhrer bunker, fought Albert Speer tooth and nail so that he could be the bearer of the Mask of Destiny. Don Corleone sold the exclusive rights to his life story to Mario Puzo just so Mario could get one look at the Mask of Destiny. Sure, you can look at the Mask of Destiny, but don't touch. Because the Mask of Destiny is mine. Do you hear me? Mine. Mine. Mine! And now, Recombinant Theater presents the Ricky Wah and Mrs. Carmichael Show. Starring Ricky Wah and Mrs. Carmichael. Ricky Wah! Oh, Mrs. Carmichael! For those of you who might have missed it, an instant replay. Is brought to you by The Wrong Heroes book. When giants learn to dance, a lot of dwarves are gonna get crushed, and I ain't picking up after it either. See? And now, Wilhelm Reich Theater presents Nice Victim, Mean Victim. And now, Super Serious and Scholarly Theater presents a combination of those two immortal, beloved classics. One by America's most popular children's author, Mark Twain, and the other by Ireland's most incomprehensible bard, James Giacomo Joyce. Tonight, we present Huckleberry Finnegan's Wake. River Run, past Paps and Aunt Polly's, leads us via Circus You imagine people wearing these little pork pie hats and big garish loud bow ties and saying things like Keen and let's have another soda. But anyway, maybe you don't. Next time you're just sitting around with the gang, see? Instead of playing boring old Trivial Pursuit, step up to Serious Pursuit. That's right. When you get into that funny car and drive 80 miles an hour down a one-way street, going the wrong way, that's when you're talking about Serious Pursuit. And now, Al Pacino in Scent of a Fabric Softener. You know, I wasn't always like this. I used to be a real ranting nitwit, misanthropic, totally curdled, cluttered with feelings of hatred and betrayal, but ever since I got that fabric softener, I've been just as gentle as a little lamb. Did I ever tell you that I knew Lyndon Johnson? I like to make love in a forest. I like to make love on a train. I'm a hobo, I guess. But I also like to make love to dolphins, trees, and talcum powder. I don't know what that makes me. I sent a message in a bottle. But first, I had to drink the contents of the bottle. And when I did, I wrote the message, and the message said, I'm not feeling very good. Help. I think I'm going to be... And then I couldn't go on. This episode of Super Hill Station is brought to you by Filthy Midget Mart, a squalid eyesore where nothing but filthy midgets jabbering in their incomprehensible filthy midgets.
Are you all right, wrong hero?
I'm fine. And now this word from Slim Hitman, country and western assassin. But wait, first it's the manly florist.
Do you think I should give chrysanthemums or roses for Mother's Day?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Chrysanthemums are mighty nice, but they tend to shrivel up in the heat. So if you're planning to set them in the window, I'd say you get yourself a nice dozen's worth of roses for, $30. No, make it $25, since you're a regular customer. That was the Manly Florist, brought to you by Shay Joe. Shay Joe ain't one of them hinky-dinky lifted pinky type joints where a later duty gets up there and sits you at your table with a big tablecloth on it. Shay Joe is a manly place. Your maitre d' is a fella named Joe who says, get the fuck in here and sit down. What do you expect me to do, wait on you? Only at Shay Joe, the manly restaurant. And now, the Sensitive Crossroads presents Ben Franklin at the tobacco auction. This segment of The Wrong Hero was brought to you by Jesus Christ Soup. And by Pope Light. Pope Light, slimmer than the fat pontiffs Catholics worship. And by the Illiterate's Bible, the evil counterpart to the Reader's Digest. The Illiterate's Bible has a circulation of 0 because everybody steals them off the racks. In the Illiterate's Bible, learn how you can use liquid nitrogen to shatter the club. Only this month in the Illiterate's Bible. And now, the Wrong Heroes Super Hell Station presents Pork Chop and Mashed Potato Hill, starring Happy Sack. Oh, I might get my head blown off, but I don't care. And now, Post-Industrialist Theater presents Pleasant Working Environment. Yes, it's shocking. These people actually have 20 square feet of space, whereas most people prefer to keep a distance of between 2 and 2.5 feet away from each other, even as I am doing now. This episode of Super Hell Station is brought to you by Sicilian Pizza at the sign of the Horse's Head, and by the hit television show 40,000 Race Cars. That's right, you've seen it here first. 40,000 race cars. Monster cars, muscle trucks, muscle cars, monster trucks, you name it, it's there. In fact, there's no humans on the show, just 20,000 race cars. No, make that a special double action adventure feature, 40,000 race cars. That's right, 2 separate episodes of 20,000 race cars combined. Only on Super Hell Station. And now, socially offensive and regrettably in bad taste theater presents Garlic Breath. Gee, I'd like to go out with garlic breath if it weren't for the fact that the smell of garlic exuding from every pore of his disease-racked, arthritic-riddled body repels me. That was Garlic Breath. And now, Super Art Theater presents A Long Day's Journey into Great Art That Depresses Me. Gee, Mom, why are you sprinkling heroin on the cornflakes? And now, a network premiere. We said the same thing last week. Country Boy. Country Boy, Country Boy, he sure likes to fool them city slickers. Country Boy, I tell you, you don't get nothing over him. And now, Super Hell Station presents Dirty Devil. All the other devils in hell are clean, but he's Dirty Devil. All the other devils in hell are scrupulously moral, but he's Dirty Devil. All the other devils in hell make sure to get a toothpick and dig under their fingernails, but not Dirty Devil. Other devils are very careful about letting the excretions that they produce from staining their tails, but not Dirty Devil. And now, Earth versus the cheap aluminum pie plates. How long will it be until the cheap aluminum pie plates destroy the planet? And now, Super Hell Station presents Future Audience. Hi there, you gigantic, thin-fingered, dysfunctional, giant-headed people out there. I'm the wrong hero. I know you're sitting there scratching your beardless chins and thinking to yourself, who does he think he's talking to? Well, I'll tell you who I'm talking to. It's you, future audience. And now, Super Hell Station presents The Wrong Heroes sitcom plots. In episode 1, the wrong hero is baffled by an inedible dinner guest. In segment 2, the wrong hero is mistaken for human, and much laughter ensues. In segment 3, the wrong hero forgets his own birthday, and to make matters worse, he lies about it to himself. In segment 4, the wrong hero is given a cute little fuzzy kitten. And you know what he does? He pretends it is his psychiatrist. And in episode 5, the final episode, the wrong hero is stymied when the network won't let him be a guest star on his own show. But first, this word for bananas. Bananas, full of a mealy crud that only a sickly sprat would deign to eat. And by Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts, an evil little cabbage that the devil sent up from hell. And also by fake Newtons. Fake Newtons, a stale, sweet-back cookie stuffed with seedy crud. And now, the Flintstones bar. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a bunch of cavemen from the town of Bedrock. Last night, with the family down the street. When you're with the Flintstones, have a... You know, politically incorrect ice cream. 33 flavors, including dolphin, chewing tobacco, and Mexico City car exhaust fume, proudly presents Belligerent Social Climber. The music begins on the set of Belligerent Social Climber, the soap opera in which Belligerent Social Climber happens to star as part of the show, Belligerent Social Climber. This week's episode on Belligerent Social Climber might be offensive to certain minorities and people under the age of 12. So instead of presenting it, Super Hell Station is proud to present The Big Lie. This week on The Big Lie, the wrong hero tries to bat off his hordes of admirers. But no, wait, now it's our top 40 punk segment. That's right, you heard it here. All the top 40 hits of punk rock, including I don't want a holiday in the sun. I don't want to be a pinhead no more. I'm an orgasm addict trucking. How'd that get in there? Personality crisis. Should I stay or should I go? I'm waiting for my man. California, Uber Alice, Sonic Reducer, ain't no loser. That's right, all the top 40 hits of funk, all in 15 seconds. You also get da 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 da. And now, Shakespeare Theater presents the Elizabethan tragedy in 5 acts, The Man Without a Car. Next week, scenes from John Webster's The Man with No Health Insurance. Crows batting best with no health care. Why not I in these managed care days? And now, in its 12th year of syndication, Ears. I want to know where everyone can hear my name. I want to know where everyone can hear my name. That's right, it's Ears. And now, the answer song to Jim Croce's Bad, Bad Leroy Brown. Good, Good Christopher White, performed on The Wrong Heroes Action Adventure Hour. Good, good Christopher White never got in a razor fight. He was gooder than Jesus Christ, 'cause he lived on beans and rice. He was good, good Christopher White never got in a razor fight. And now, Roy Orgasm. Whoa-ho! And now, Boy Orbison.
It's the crying game. It's the crying game.
And now, The Wrong Hero for Now I Can Die Happy chairs. Are you an Alzheimer's befuddled oldster? Get up off that antique rocket chair and ship it to us, and we'll send you one of our genuine Now I Can Die Happy recliner chairs. Why, you can lie in your recliner till doomsday. No one's gonna bother you, 'cause you're in your recliner. Your special Now I Can Die Happy chair. And now, Super Hell Theater presents The Wrong Heroes bumper stickers, including caution, subhuman beast on board, I break for the Whiskey Rebellion, and honk if you've betrayed our Lord. Also, L. Ron Hubbard is my co-pilot. Ask me about my eternal torment. And MIT's favorite, my other car is the Starship Enterprise. But before we go on, Super Hell Theater would like to present this word from recombinant DNA. Recombinant DNA. We bring things to life. And now Super Hell Station presents Jimmy Stewart in The Magic of Lassie Part 2, starring Lassie Part 2. What makes you think I want to be in a movie with an animal hat? Something built to a fucking mutt. Sorry. Hope the kids didn't catch that. And now, Elmer Fudd, PhD. I do believe I am going to procure a high-powered weapon and exterminate that rodent pest. Order Redentia. And now, Accountant Dracula. He can suck blood from a stone. In this episode, The Picture of Money. But wait, it's William F. Buckley on firing line interviewing Buddy Holly and C-3PO. Mr. Holly, exactly what does mean? And C-3PO, precisely what are you attempting to communicate when you say And now, Super Hell Station presents Officer Penny. All right, Bob, hold it right there. You're under arrest. I wouldn't give 2 cents for you, Officer Penny. That was Officer Penny. Next week on Officer Penny. Excuse me, Officer Penny. Do you have change for a quarter? We will never effectuate social change unless we have billions of dollars to spend on the project. Also next week on Officer Penny. Officer Penny, do you want anything from the machine? Yes. To be left alone. But now, outside alone. What happens when a boy has to spend 1 hour outside alone? Nothing. 2 hours outside alone? Nothing. But 18 hours outside alone? That was the fiendish bet his parents made each other. For a quarter! A lousy quarter! And now, the magic of baby. This week on The Magic of Baby, Baby turns left-wing kooks into right-wing fanatics. Only on the sensitive, heartwarming, and thought-provoking show, The Magic of Baby. But now we present Father Simoleon, the not uncharacteristically greedy priest. But no, wait. The secular hippie nonsense hour is preempting this show to present the Rainforest Whales Apartheid and Sandals song. And it goes a little something like this. Rainforest whales, apartheid and sandals. It makes me feel guilty, but I love a scandal. The Rainforest Whales Apartheid and Sandals show has been brought to you by Anarchy Light. Only 50% is destabilizing as the leading brand of chaos. But now the Wrong Heroes Library would like to recommend that you read 2 books. Compulsive reading. The Wrong Hero calls it a must-read. Also, History of Dust. The Wrong Hero also considers it a must-read. And now, Insipid Top 40 Oldies Theater presents It's the Same 6 Songs. Today on the same 6 songs, time is on my side. Don't let the sun catch you crying, baby, I'm yours. I think it's so groovy now. I'm Henry the 8th, I am. Today's sponsor, the Wrong Heroes Sub Shop. You will descend 18 steps, literally, socially, and professionally, to get to the Wrong Heroes Sub Shop, where you will be forced to eat crappy meat on stale buns, and our prices are guaranteed the highest. That's why we've not been in business for over 9 years at the Wrong Heroes Sub Shop. And now, the Wrong Heroes Sub Shop presents this week's gourmet delicacy, Einstein's brain. Einstein's brain. Some have called it the ultimate gourmet treat. Others have said, ew, it's pickled in formaldehyde. I don't want any. Well, regardless of what you think, at the Wrong Heroes Sub Shop, we will guarantee you a sandwich made only from the finest and smartest parts of Einstein's brain. That's right! And now, Super Hell Station, in association with Socially Relevant Films, presents The Veterinarian Who Repeated Himself. Gee, Doctor, how's come you repeat yourself all the time? Well, when you're talking to stinking mutts 18 hours a day, what else do you expect? That was the whimsical adventure of the veterinarian who repeated himself. And now, Dammy Famous Jr. presents The Wrong Hero, an unauthorized autobiography. It's all true, it's all a lie, it's all true, it's all a lie! Hi, I'm the wrong hero with a very important message for God. Some have said God is in the details. But I say the wrong hero has been waiting 47 days for God to get out of there. So, my advice to David Koresh is, lighten up. Literally. And now, The Wrong Hero presents Canada Underground. Music, please. Canada Underground. Canada, the country with a 99.9% literacy rate and nothing to write home about. Dear Ma, it snowed. Love, Pierre. How literate you gotta be? 6 words. Canada, where the streets are spotlessly clean because it's too cold for anyone to work on them. Canada, they solved their prison problem by making convicts stay outside of the penitentiary. Canada Underground. Exclusively brought to you by The Wrong Hero. And now, The Wrong Hero would like to pose the question, what will Bill Clinton do for the wrong hero? I don't think Bill Clinton will do anything for the wrong hero. Thank you. And now, Sherlock Holmes Theater presents Dr. Fatso and Mr. Junkie. But no, wait, first, this word for The Wizard of Oz Goes West. Oh, those flying monkeys are like aborigines! And by It's a Wonderful Lie. Come now, George, did you really think we townspeople would contribute a vast fortune to rehabilitate you? We've always secretly despised you, George. That was It's a Wonderful Lie. And now, this word for the wrong hero's creative writing school. Creative writing school. Hi, I'm the wrong hero, and I'll teach you how to write. But if you can afford my outlandish fees, you have nothing to say. So maybe I won't. Teach you, that is, to write. And now, the Ballad of Jed Clampett as interpreted by the Cramps. Well, this is the story of a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed, down. And then one day, he was searching for some food. Went out for the goddamn bubbling fruit, yeah! And now, Rock and Roll Philosophers presents Mick Jagger and Jim Croce discussing the nature of time. Time is on my side, but there never seems to be enough time. Thank you. And now, the Wrong Hero's Super Hell Station would like to present The Wrong Hero, Cancer or Infection? What do you boys in the band think?
Well, it's kind of hard to say there, see? Depends on what you mean by the question.
Well, I mean, am I like a malignant blight which grows upon something relatively organic? Or am I a sinister virus which infiltrates.
Well, step on into this cabin. Have yourself a shot of wild turkey.
Wait, I ain't got time for that. Listen, I gotta wrap this show up. Okay? So these are the shows that we're not gonna get to see this week. The Girl Watchers, the Marx Brothers Go Russian, A Dangerous Chimpanzee, Hoedown at Sundown, The Crook Who Took Over Heaven, Two Yankees Collide, The Nut, and The Funny European. Nor will we be able to present the cowboy, coal miner, construction worker, drill sergeant, astronaut, action, adventure hour. But, wait, hold it, boys. Hold it there, boys. You know, you are beginning
But I'm also flying.
to bore me.
Your Hyundai dealer's celebrating.
You are beginning to make me
And do you want to know why? Because you're evil! Evil! Hey, Steve, introduce the wrong hero.
What bands are on tonight? What bands are here tonight?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows?
Jack Straps.
What's that?
Dog Straps.
Dog Straps?
Jack Straps.
Oh, Jack Straps.
The game's a guess.
Well, I heard there's like 5 bands. Who the rest?
Hoover Factory.
Hoover Factory.
The Impressive Band from New York.
The Impressive Band from New York.
Former Junkies.
Former Junkies.
And Money and Corruption.
And Money and Corruption.
A King's Tribute Band.
A King's Tribute.
Yeah, they perform nothing but Preservation Act 2 songs.
Oh, Jesus. Holy shit.
Outstanding.
Whoa!
When all else fails, wear a dress. Hi, I'm the wrong hero.
Oh, you're cute.
Thank you. Are you from Serbia?
Love your midriff, honey bunch.
Are you from Serbia? Because if so, I'd like to sing you a song.
Oh. I'll be from Serbia tonight, baby.
If you want my suburb, shall your suburb to serve with love. I'm the wrong hero. That's a real Lulu. Some fake Lulu's coming up. I like lots of echo, but not at the beginning when I'm establishing the format and character. Thank you very much. I'm the wrong hero. Some people say the wrong hero is crazy. Meow! Some people say the wrong hero is twisted and furtive. They have no right to say this because I have struggled all my life to conceal this knowledge. Some people say the wrong hero is paranoid. I'll kill! And some people say the wrong hero is a psychotic pyromaniac. Well, I'll set their heads on fire. And I'd like you to know that the wrong hero refuses, unlike other comedians, to abase himself to win your love, applause, and gratuitous change. But I will put my fist in my mouth for a nickel. Because I'm the wrong hero. You know, plagiarism is everywhere, but I refuse to cite my sources. I'm going to abrogate the word abrogate. And I'm going to copyright the copyright sign. So that every time you see something copyrighted, it'll be copyright the wrong hero. Like I said, I'm the wrong hero. I hate A-E-I-O, and especially you! And sometimes why? Why? Don't bother me!
Sorry about that.
I'm the wrong hero. I am afraid to improvise. Even that remark is scripted. I'm the wrong hero. I'm not a compulsive gambler, but every time I play the lottery, I go to church to cover my bets with God. I like to go to Catholic churches and fish. I mean, they got all those big pictures of fish up there, sort of an angler motif going, so I like to cast my line and hook a communion wafer at 20 yards. Sometimes they're Christians, and they forgive me. And I forgive you for not getting the point of this admittedly pointless exercise. I'm here to deliver several messages. Kids, you don't need drugs. Give them to me.
Because I'm an adult, and I don't use drugs, I have a prescription, and it's medicine now.
I smoked drugs in college, but I only used them several thousand times. I smoked crack in college, but I didn't exhale. That was a wise crack. Everybody else always ruins it for a few assholes. Don't you hate that? Well, here I am to tell you who I am and how I came to be. And I know you're sick of all this negative stuff, so I'm just going to tell you what I like, okay? My favorite beverages are
nitroglycerin and Moxie.
because Moxie tastes the way I feel. My favorite breakfast food? Green kryptonite. Favorite singer? Yoko Ono. Favorite city? Waco. Favorite magazine? The Soap Opera Digest.
I'm really worried about that Tad. First he got amnesia, now he's coming back and he finds out that Brooke has his love child.
My favorite season? Hunting season. My favorite month? Ramadan. I like to open up a beer in Mecca. My favorite museum? The Museum of Fine Arts, because I like to go in there
And paint outlines on the Monets because they're all squiggly, like some guy couldn't see very good painting them.
so I sort of fix it up for them. They don't appreciate my efforts. My favorite animal? The tsetse fly. But if it weren't so highfalutin, it would just call itself the sea fly, especially if it were traveling incognito. My favorite names for children? If it's a boy, Deathy. If it's a girl, Black Widow. My favorite color is black, frequently black and blue. My favorite car is a Volkswagen. And the reason for that is, whenever you start up a German car, it always says, Warum? Now in German, Warum means why.
So every time I start the car, it goes, because I'm too selfish to take public transportation. Because I refuse to live like a native of the second or third world when living in the greatest country on earth.
Why?
And the poor people scramble for their bread. See if I care. I'm going to give them my selfish mobile and run them all down. That's what I'm going to do. Because I got a car that says, Pikers, get out of my way.
Why? It's a guy thing, Mr. Volkswagen. You wouldn't understand. You know, sometimes I think my cat is the only one who understands me. And the hell of it is, I don't own a cat. So where does that leave me? I don't wear a tie, but when a funeral procession goes by, I button my shirt up over my head in silent respect to the deceased and in case the dead guy had some sort of disease that I don't know about. My father says to me, money isn't everything. And I say to him,
then why don't you give me some pappy? Pronto! I'm dying up here!
and my father says to me, son, money doesn't grow on trees. And I say to him,
I know it doesn't grow on trees, it falls from your fat wallet, fool!
and my father says to me, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And I say to him,
That's brilliant business advice if you want to go into business catching flies!
and my father says to me, why buy a cow when milk is cheap? And I say to him, why buy anything if you're sturdy enough to beg? One time I was driving down the road and I saw a delightful elderly man with a little twinkle in his eye. The good soul's white hair was white as Christmas Day, and he was wearing one of those hats that people at about the age of 60 all wear, with the little sweatband with the fly from a fishing fly stuck in it. Well, I saw this little old man, and he had a bumper sticker on his car, and it said, ask me about my grandchildren. So I pulled up to that delightful old man
And ran him off the road because my car had a bumper sticker on that said, it's not your grandchildren to do 45 in a passing lane, it's you I'm going to ask about, Gramps!
didn't all fit. Maybe that's why I didn't see it. I'm the wrong hero, and I am squandering your goodwill. But it's okay, because many of you have done the same, and many of you will continue to. I'm from the Motor City, a city constructed inside of a giant motor. We lived near the pistons. I have a riddle for you. Why do veterinarians repeat themselves?
Because they talk to dogs all day.
Well, in the short time that the wrong hero has remaining to him, he would like to present another episode of Super Hell Station.
What happens when you get a high-powered rifle, you know, like the kind Oswald used, except no substitutes, and you shoot the S off of a Shell gas station sign? You get
Super Hell Station. And this episode of Super Hell Station is brought to you by
Santa Claus Death Candy. Buy it or the fat man dies. I'm not kidding you, man. I got a gun right at the fat man's head. He's gonna buy it if you don't buy it.
Why does he have to be fat?
Well, because he's Santa Claus. Oh, Santa, that's right, yeah. Why does he have to be fat? I'll tell you why, because he went to bulimia in the Anorexia Islands. Come to bulimia in the Anorexia Islands. You will walk in the fine white sands, for the natives will have stolen your shoes and eaten them at the airport in bulimia. Official sponsor, Miss America pageant. But then, of course, course, there's the non-threatening bulimia, the kind that you don't vomit, you just sort of starve yourself. So that's the kind of bulimia I endorse. I don't endorse anybody doing like a Roman bacchanalia thing and sticking their finger down their throat after eating peeled grapes. And now Super Hell Station resumes with the Flintstones bar.
Yes, it's high concept. Take Cheers and the Flintstones. Boom! Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're a bunch of drunken cavemen that kill everything.
They invented beer in 17 BC. They got so drunk they forgot to write history. And now it's time for Evil Librarian. This week, Evil Librarian litters the stacks with books on ecology and steals the books on ethics. Only on Evil Librarian.
And now there's something I'm sure you're all going to love. The Ricky Wack and Mrs. Carmichael show. Starring Ricky Wack and Mrs. Carmichael.
Jesus. No, he's not here yet. Wait till the year 2000. Fire is coming. Episode of The Wrong Hero, Super Hell Station.
This episode of Super Hell Station is brought to you by Filthy Midget Mart, right down the street from Purity Supreme. Filthy Midget Mart, where evil midgets sweating, coated in tar, toiling in subterranean basements, serve you up your every prey to him. What is it that you want to get me here at the CSD Midget Mart?
The Wrong Hero. I am. And I was the first man to menstruate. But I wouldn't dream of using my mother's tampon. Oh, come on now. Well, listen to The Wrong Hero brought to you by
Recombinant DNA. We bring things to life.
Whatever you do unto the greatest of my brothers, so you do unto me. So quit criticizing the president. Do you hear? I'm only going to warn you once, because I'm the neo-nice guy. You know, back when Bill Clinton was governor of Arkansas, he won the highest award at the state fair. It's the FBI. David Koresh calling on line 3. When Bill Clinton was governor of Arkansas, he won the highest award that's at the state fair.
Yes, Bill Clinton had the prize-winning hog.
But they made him put it back in his pants. Whoa. Well, you know, he's really put a lot of water under the bridge. It's going on, what is it now? 100 position papers. Well, I think that the amazing multiplex echo hour is about to wind to a close. But not before I randomly select a sound
and improvise an entire four-color Warner Brothers action-adventure epic saga from the 1940s. Does anybody have a random number from 1 to 100?
It's after the 50-foot guest star.
He's overshadowing my lines. Get him out of here. They love him more than me. Oh. Got another number?
No, I think we're upset.
station. But not before he has the opportunity to express his extreme annoyance with you.
For yes, you are beginning to bore me.
You make me nervous. Nervous.
Do you have any music queued up? Cue up the closing number. Nervous. Nervous. Because you're evil. Evil. Evil.
Because I am an ignorant alien with a supreme contempt for humanity. I wanted to go to see Malcolm X, but I was too young. So I had to see Malcolm PG-13. Instead of a pimp, he was a guard at Disneyland. I'm the wrong hero, and I'd like to start a gang of outlaws on tricycles. We can
call ourselves hex angels and then tell the teacher on each other for using the word heck. Every time I look at Abraham Lincoln on a penny, I look into that wise and noble and chiseled face of the great emancipator and I say, gee, wouldn't it be fun to pick fleas out of his beard? I'd like to tell you about the real Aladdin. The real Aladdin, as opposed to the self-designated Disney classic film Aladdin, lasts 2 minutes. Scene 1. Aladdin steals a loaf of bread in the marketplace.
Around these parts, beggars who come looking for a handout get a handout.
Thank you. I'd like to do my impression now. A fireplace. Thank you. You're far too kind, as events of the next several minutes will prove. And now, another impression. A speedometer. And now, an astronaut during re-entry. Not as good, huh?
Yeah!
Okay, Astro of the Flintstones tells George Jetson that he loves him.
I love you, George Jetson, right on ram. Roar Reuben, Rubber Rod, Roo Ribs are rib. I love you, George Jetson.
I had a brown bag lunch. And one of the brown bags had a tasty grease spot on it. It was actually good. Okay, the only thing you understand I can see is competition, right? Born and bred from the earliest of your years
To be a testosterone-addled bully, pushing weaklings and weak sisters and milquetoast out of your way as you establish your dominance by pounding on your chest, O King of the Apes!
So now, the Church of Rock and Roll presents the 12th round. Tonight, Beatles versus Beach Boys, Hollies versus the Byrds, Love versus the Doors, the Rolling Stones versus the Pretty Things, the MC5 versus the Sex Pistols, Big Star versus the Raspberries, Dylan versus Phil Oakes, The Who versus the Jam, Sid Barrett versus Robin Hitchcock, Captain Beefheart versus Perugu, Elvis Presley versus Jerry Lee Lewis, the Kinks versus Elvis Costello, and Paul McCartney versus anybody good. Which would you like to hear?
Big Star versus the Raspberry, the Jam.
Okay. Big Star. Please go away. I think it's the Raspberries. Okay, the Beatles versus the Beach Boys. The worst Beatles song versus the worst Beach Boys song.
You know my name, look up the number. I'm back at my husband because he won't even let me leave the house.
I think the worst Beach Boys song is far worse than the worst Beatles song. Okay, now it's the Hollies versus the Byrds. Psychedelic Hollies. And Psychedelic Birds. That's a tie. Okay.
North High Flyer.
It's rock and roll, isn't it? It's rock and roll.
Right.
Rock and roll.
Isn't it rock and roll?
Rock and roll.
It's got to be rock and roll.
It Yes, capitalism and 145. Rock and roll. All right, let's go. Kill those peasants. Let's go, Mr. Big Whip. Slaughter them engines. That's right. Let's see, the Rolling Stones versus the Pretty Things. I can't get no satisfaction. The Jam, all right. The Jam versus the Who. Lies, lies, la 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 lies. Bob Dylan versus Phil Oakes. Well, I'm really getting some.
Play it, Doris Day.
Okay, Sid Barrett versus Robin Hitchcock. It's and Robin Hitchcock. I don't want to Okay, Captain Beefheart versus Perubu.
Hold dart, hold dart, hold dart, hold dart.
I can't think of anything that Perubu does that's weirder than that, but maybe there is. Anybody think of anything?
Not a live attack, I want to shout it up.
Elvis versus Jerry Lee Lewis. Elvis was sober. And the 13-year-old he married wasn't his cousin. So he wins out, I guess. How come there's no Jerry Lee Lewis stamp? I guess it was that cover of Old Black Joe back in 1962 that set back the cause of race relations 200 years that means he's not an icon anymore. The Kinks versus Elvis Costello. Oh, no contest. The worst Kinks song is better than the best Elvis Costello song, because the best Elvis Costello song is just someone else's song. Johnny's in the basement mixing up medicine. Pump it up. Hi, I'm the wrong hero. And much to my delight, I recently discovered that my house was the site of a former Indian burial ground. How did I know? Perhaps it was the smallpox-infested blankets and the peyote buttons in the shape of bingo markers that tipped me off after 250 years. Hi, I'm the wrong hero. My girlfriend's an existentialist, so I gave her a disengagement ring. I like looking at my baby because my baby's a chip off the old block. You know, baby said its first word today. It said, I went to an art gallery. They had paintings by 3-year-olds. And I walked in there and I said, an artist could have done that. I invented a religion for dogs. It's called heal. The Old Testament is one word. Sit. And the New Testament is 2 words. Good dog. I invited Jesus to my house. He left his face on all the towels. He walked up the shower nozzle. He gave away my coin collection. He turned my bathwater into Manischewitz and invited his disciples in for a drink. He tried to take Muhammad's picture, and he tried to get Buddha to eat before noon. I put him on a plane to California, but he wouldn't get on because he said the pilot was Pontius Pilate. He changed my answering machine to say, I know who you are and why you are calling, and your sins are forgiven. here's a question. Why did we fight in Vietnam? Because machine guns go Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. Would you like to hear a polka? Exclusively on The Wrong Hero. Yes? It's Polka Mania with The Wrong Hero. The two fake polka.
I know when that dance goes, she took that for me.
Hey! The Lichtensteiner polka. That's all to the incomprehensible Lichtensteiner polka. The Charlie was a boxer polka. Charlie was a boxer. Charlie was a boxer. The pizza face polka. I don't want to dance cause you're a pizza face. Hey! The Golden Wedding polka. 21 over, please. The Pennsylvania polka, the strip polka, the strip mining polka, the 54-40 or fight polka, the stop and go polka, oh papa, oh papa, and more. You get it. The grandpa likes it polka, the 54-40 or fight polka part 2, the President Polk polka, the poke in the eye with a sharp stick polka, the Twin Peaks polka, the Milton Berle polka, and the Easter Parade polka, all on one incredible, saturated with corn and warm smoked schmooze ambience disc. It only comes out on a 78. Does that answer your question?
It's not rock and roll.
I'll show you what rock and roll is,
Show
right?
me what rock and roll is.
I'll show you.
Show me what rock and roll is.
Okay. How's that?
That's great, but
Better. But
not enough bass.
all right, you asked for it. You must be one of those famous heroes I hear so much
I'm
about.
very famous. I'm a rock and roll.
Dave Koresh?
No. I'm a rock and roller.
Okay, let's see. What other heroes? There's Green Lantern. There's Green Arrow. He's carefully hidden his wooden leg with a prosthetic device. This guy I don't know. No. Don't recognize any of you jokers. I thought I saw Miracle Man in here a minute ago. Oh, there he is.
It's Miracle Man. I don't know him.
You know, I've always wanted to drop a nuclear device on Antarctica. That's so the penguins who live there, for the very first time,
Could fly! They could fly!
Ooh. Let me tell you a cute little anecdote that you can chortle each other under the chin in the years to come and relate to one another back. There's sort of an endless feedback loop. I'm perfectly centered.
It's the rest of you who are schizoid.
I think I'll need some Arab music for accompaniment.
Ready?
Right.
Higher. Once, there were two frogs drowning in a giant vat
called Making Advantage Out of Adversity. Hi, I'm the wrong hero. Are you sick of being pestered by homeless individuals? And come to our heartless shelters, where the heartless go to hide from the homeless. I'm gonna buy me one of those Saturn cars. You know, they got the Mars car, they got the Venus car, but I want the Saturn car. Because the way I see it, Saturn was a figure in Greek mythology who devoured his own children.
What better name can there be for a car
Than Saturn. April is Alcohol Awareness Month. But I forgot to mention it until now. Okay, Candy Arabic music, please. That's my AC impression. Okay,
Do the fire again.
the fire. Do the fire again? Well, I'm not David Koresh, come on. Compound's about 350 miles south. Once upon a time I was having some early times with my friend, and his name was Earl. So it was kind of appropriate, because it was Earl's early times that we were drinking. Every time I took a sip, I thought, Earl-ly times. And his old hound dog came up in the porch and started licking his balls. And I said to Earl, gee, I sure wish I could do that. And Earl said, get to know him first. All right, the Indian lawman pacifist saga will not be seen this afternoon, so we can bring you the Far Right Adventure Hour. This week on the Far Right Adventure Hour, what those messages on Valentine's Day candies really mean. 23 Skidoo?
put poison in Castro's beard,
Lover Boy?
conspire with the mafia.
Only on the Far Right Adventure Hour. And now, the wrong hero is going to prepare to leave you, but not without first bringing you this word from excrement. You feel like shit? Chew excrement. Excrement. And by Evian water. And the sophisticated adjunct, naive water. Remember, naive water is just Evian spelled sideways. My father said, son, build a better mousetrap and the world will beat a path to your door. And I said to him, Dad, wouldn't it be cheaper to get construction workers to do it? And with that closing sally,
I believe that I shall depart from you, puny earth specimens. I have toyed with you long enough as a part of my living, three-dimensional petri dish because you
are beginning to bore me. Because you make me. And you want to know why? Because you're evil.
No!
Pretty good, huh? Of course I lip synced it. And now, Laurie Anderson. I'm the wrong hero, and I like to ask myself 3 questions. Who am I? What am I doing here? And what do I do next? Because you see, my friends, the reason I wear this mask, I'm all ears. Kill me. I've never had a normal life because I was all ears. I had to give tips with the little hairs that came out of my enormous ears. I didn't have any hands or legs because I was all ears. I'm the wrong hero, and you are all my friends. Timing is everything. You smell good. You give good audience. My friends call me Tyrant the All-Powerful. My enemies call me.
Stop swinging that microphone at my head!
My kid is a chip off the old block. Yesterday, he said his first word. My waiter introduces himself to me by name. He says, "Good day, my name is Reginald, and today's special is the braised rack of lamb, plus a complimentary visit to our salad bar." And I said,
My name is Feed Me and Live. Plus,
a complimentary visit to hell if you fail to heed my advice. Thank you, Steve. Let's have some more of that. I'm the wrong hero. I pretend to be a soldier so I can smoke in hospitals. And I have a riddle for you. Why do veterans earn more money? Because they have guns. As I was driving down Route 44 from Providence to Marshfield, I saw a sign that said, "Free manure." And the first thing I thought was, yet another political cause. But then I started thinking, free manure. How much would they charge for it if they were charging money for it? How do you measure the value of manure? Besides, it's free anyway, isn't it? And here's another thing that's got my goat. Today is Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day.
it's not bad enough we stole the Mexicans' land from them. Now we're stealing their Independence Day.
Thank you, Steve. I'm the wrong hero, and I'd like to tell you what I'd like. I'd like to have a job teaching English to Joe Friday. I think the world would be a better place if weapons were designed by actual children. If I had $1 million, I'd eat. If you want to be my friend, feed me. What this country needs is an opinion on every important subject which offends nobody. Because in America,
If 3 people don't know something,
then it's not common knowledge. And my nickname is the Wrong Hero, sweet-tempered son of a bitch. And now, you pick the oldies, the wrong hero ruins them with the wrong hero bottom 40.
well, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name.
Well, geez, what if the horse had a name? How would this be an advantage? Well, I'd like to introduce you to my horse, but he has no name, so he can't have any of the canapes at this fancy party I brought him to. It is improper to bring a guest if you do not introduce him by name. But this horse has no name, and he's trampling the azaleas to boot. Get him out of here. Illegitimate horses. It's bad enough we got the bastard over there stirring the punch bowl. Look at bringing these damn horses. We gotta get out of this place. Go then. Or in the words of the Moody Blues, go now. Taking care of business. But not to the extent of writing better songs with original concepts, not stolen from Elvis Presley's groupies. Don't cry for me, Argentina. It's the only time you wash your face, Argentina. I left my heart in San Francisco. You can kiss it goodbye, those people are degenerates. I fooled around and fell in love. I'm serious. Shut up, Elvis Bishop. How does that song by Boston go? More Than a Feeling? Does anybody know the tune? Sure you do. Come on, somebody belt it out. How's it go? It's more than a feeling? Or is it more than a feeling? Or am I confusing it with the Cars? No matter. I don't even know why I brought it up. The only feeling I get from Boston is actual nausea. Not the simulated kind found in cheap stores. Okay, now I'd like to sing a medley. Laura Branigan's Gloria, U2's Gloria, Patti Smith's Gloria, Van Morrison's Gloria, and Vivaldi's Gloria. Are you ready? Gloria, 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 G-L-O-R-I-A, G-L-O-R, Gloria, Gloria. Kim Carnes.
I'm doing my prize-winning Rod Stewart impersonation. She's got Betty Davis eyes.
As long as she doesn't have Betty Davis's evil, sneering, cynical mouth, then it's okay. Listen to the rhythms of the falling rain. Okay, what do you do for fun around this town? Step on the air hose at the gas station? Ding, ding. I made it ring, I made it ring. It's all purdy now. Johnny Cash, because you're mine. I walk the line. Putting your nose down to a line isn't exactly walking it, Johnny. Oh, and a boy named Superman. Johnny Cash snorts cocaine. Call me anything, Joe, John, Jim, anything but Superman. Should I stay or should I go? Do you even have to ask this question? And now the contours with, do you love me now that I can dance?
Oh, do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Now that I can dance.
Interesting criteria for loving somebody, huh? How much does he make?
Do you love me?
What's his profession?
Do you love me?
Well, what exactly does he do?
I can dance.
Well, all right. I'll be marching down the aisle with this guy real soon. Yes, sir. He'll be dancing down the aisle. Do you take this woman?
Now that I can dance.
That doesn't really constitute an affirmative reply.
Watch me work.
And now, Charlie Daniels. The devil went down to Georgia because hell wasn't hot enough. And the Spencer Davis Group with
Give me some love. Give me some. Give me some.
Aren't we a little bit insistent here?
Give me.
It's like it was written by an 8-year-old.
Give me some love.
Dion, Run Around Sue. Sue, Run Around Dion. Johnny Cash, a boy named Run Around Sue. Call me anything but Run Around Sue. That's Domino.
I found my thrill on the hill.
If I weighed 800 pounds and I saw a hill made of blueberries, I think I could have put a big charge out of that myself. That's a keeper, huh? Oh, my favorite. Brandy, you're a fine girl. Brandy, you're a fine girl.
I'm an ornery drunk, and I named you after my favorite booze because, Brandy, you're a fine girl. There is no more of that liquor slide.
I only have eyes for you. Next time you need eyes, nose, liver, or other major organs, come to the organ bank. 'Cause I only have eyes for you. And now, Foreigner with I wanna know what love is. First, get somebody to tell you what melody is. Okay, now it's the prize-winning 1969 medley. All sugar, all the time with sugar, sugar pie, honey bunch, no sugar tonight. Well, I heard it through the grapevine.
And now my ears are covered with little bugs.
The Jackson 5 with the world's longest, slowest, and most tedious love song. Just call up my name. I'll be there. And I'll be gone, long gone. And now, Jay and Americans with This Magic Moment. We actually have a hit that's not about America. This Magic Moment. And now the beloved classic, The Lion Sleeps Tonight by the Tokens. Oh, so I need my theremin up here.
The lion sleeps tonight. Not with this racket.
You're hoping to put the lion asleep. I'll try something a little softer and less piercing. Ah, now it's Kansas with Dust in the Wind. All we are is dust in the wind. That's an excellent description of the state of Kansas, to be sure. And now, Jerry Lee Lewis. Goodness gracious, big balls on fire. Ah! Wilson Pickett. Gonna wait till the midnight hour. What's going to happen then? Is your Cadillac going to turn into a pumpkin?
Help my love come tumbling down.
Tonight we're going to party like it's 1 with 3 nines after it. Dun, dun. You know what bothers me to this day? The Saran wrap rap. Really bugs me. And now the Righteous Brothers with Bring Back That Love and Feeling, or I'll lose the deposit on the rental. Or Martha Reeves and the Vandellas dancing in the street. Too cheap to hire a hall. Okay. Woody Allen and Sun Lee are listening to the classic oldies when all of a sudden it's Diana Ross with Baby Love. Turn that off, Sun Lee. Jimmy Ruffin. What becomes of the broken hearted? It gets left in San Francisco, that's what happens. You're late, Chief. Somebody eject that man. He's not laughing hard enough. Okay, now here's a really heartbreaking story. Mary Wells trying to sing My Guy, but her voice doesn't quite make the high note, so she goes, as a matter of taste, I think he's tops. My opinion is he's the cream of the crop. And Joe Cocker trying to hit the high note in You Are So Beautiful to Me.
You are so beautiful.
What a mess. the last three of our top, or say bottom 40. Gary Wright with Dreamweaver. Oh, Dreamweaver, I stole the title and the premise of this song from a song by John Lennon. Oh, and I'd like to do a rendition of Lonely Teardrops by Jackie Wilson. One of my heroes. Thing is, I don't really have the whole song choreographed, just the say you will part. Just say you will, say you will.
Hey, you!
Well.
I'll be back.
Uh-oh. It's my super ego. As opposed to my Clark Kent ego. You know, I borrowed Clark Kent's car. No, actually, I borrowed Superman's car, and I drove it off a cliff, but it was in its Clark Kent identity, and it wouldn't change into Superman's car unless I closed my eyes and pretended like I didn't know what was going on. When I was in 7th grade, who cares? Get out of here. When I was in 7th grade, the Greasers and the Brothers used to have a little fight in the cafeteria every day over which classic oldie they would be allowed to listen to during their lunch break. The Brothers all wanted to hear War, and the Greasers all wanted to hear Blue Velvet.
So lunchtime was something like this. 1, 2.
She wore blue.
What is it good for?
Velvet.
Absolutely nothing.
Wah wah. On a Sunday afternoon.
Say it again, Mom.
And now, Good Lovin' by the Rascals.
Give me that good love, good love. All I need is love, good love. All I need is love.
Well, we sure need something, that's for sure. And finally, my theme song.
Devil with the blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Devil with the blue dress song. Dun, 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 dun.
I hate classic oldies. And that was my bottom 40. And now we're going to bring Wolfman Jack. Ruins the hits of the 50s. This week. Earth Angel, Earth Angel.
Yeah, see, right. Earth Angel number 15.
I'm the wrong hero, and I hate acoustic music. Go Strum and Armadillo. 171 head. Archetypal folk song.
I am covered with boils, and my hand is covered with warts. And if I don't get home before I melt, then I'm going to see some sports.
That was totally and unprecedentedly spontaneous. I gave my girlfriend a ring for Valentine's Day, but she didn't like it because it was still around the tub. And now, Beethoven's 5th Symphony in burps. I'm the wrong hero. And I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. Observe the correct way of holding a microphone.
I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm trying to run away from the Joneses because I trashed their lawn. Ahoy there! I'm a suburban pirate, matey. I got bifocals in one eye. I let leaves grow on my lawn. And on Easter Sunday, I don't bury eggs, I bury gold doubloons.
I'm the wrong hero. And I like to take a 3-minute work break every 5 minutes or so. I'm the wrong hero, here to advise you that politics are sports for people who are too fat to run. And now I'd like to bring up my friends in the in-out, who unprecedentedly will set up while I conclude my remarks, so as to minimize the amount of time. I can't hold that pose for, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Aha,
Francis.
good. I got some nice pictures, some filthy pictures of my sister with a donkey. You want to buy? I'm sorry, that was a degrading ethnic stereotype. I suppose I'll have a credit card say it. That way it'll be okay.
Now you have to make fun of every other group.
Hey, it's the American Express group. While your husband's off there making love to a donkey in Cancun, you can be off in sunny Oaxaca eating psychedelic mushrooms. Only with the American Express. You can sign it both ways. You can sign it upside down. You can put Malcolm X's name on it. These gringos and ignorant foreigners aren't going to look at it twice. They don't care. It's money. Solid American. Only with the American Express card. I invented a Braille bumper sticker, and it says, "If you can read this, you must be blind." Hey, pretty good. 25 minutes, one laugh. Love it! Wonderful. I could go on for 25 more minutes in this vein if I chose to, but I do not choose to grace you with my presence much longer. Thanks. Love you too. Say, I'll see you at Vesuvio's. Do you ever have that Capio?
Why is that stuff awful?
Of course, it expired in May of 1991. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Honest to God, I mean, I could have got the drippings from my trash can and poured them into a bottle.
Mixed in a little bit of Brian Wilson's instant coffee. 5 tablespoons of instant coffee and 1 teaspoon. Brian Wilson's instant coffee. Good. Okay, before I go, and I'd like to do my Doris Day impression. This is it, the famous Doris Day impression.
Oh!
Thank you. You know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But I need to know what kind of fruit keeps the policeman away. I really need to know this. And now here's a riddle for you. Why do clowns have big feet? So they can stay up after I punch them. Now I'd like to do my impression of a dishwasher. You know what I really hate? People who say, "Do you know?" Like, what time is it? Do you know?
8.
It's 8, thanks. Or, where's the bathroom? Do you know?
I've only been working here for 5 years. Do you presume that I'm so ignorant? Such a lout, a clodpole, a flibberty gibbet, a scum. No, I don't know. I'm totally ignorant. My IQ don't have a fighting chance at 2 digits. I'm a total.
And they say, well, thanks anyway. And that's what I'd like to say to you. Thanks anyway. Anyway. Because I'm the wrong hero. I only go to politically incorrect ice cream stores.
Give me 1 pint dolphin, 1 pint spotted owl, and 1 quart sperm.
Whale. Please. Will that be for here or to go? People like to say to me, wrong hero, I don't like your smart aleck
attitude. And I say to them,
What attitude would you prefer, Effendi? Soup time? Preferably kissing your togas? I will change my attitude for you because I am infinitely malleable.
The officer didn't appreciate it. Yeah, I got stopped by a cop. I was doing 70 miles an hour. He goes, "You were doing 70 in this school zone. Now why is that?" And I played a little game I call Nice Victim, Mean Victim.
Sean, what's a police superintendent like you doing patrolling the beat, Captain?
I was sucking on a cube of LSD because I was pretending the accelerator was a policeman's head.
And I wanted to get home before I melted.
Officer Coffee and Donuts sitting and kicking your ass in a Dunkin' Donuts at 4
In the morning, sir?
And he said, "Okay, don't let it happen again." Well, I'm the wrong hero, and you are beginning to bore me. You make me nervous.
Nervous. And do you want to know why?
Because you're evil.
Fuck.
Hi, I'm the wrong hero. And to conclude the Heroica, which is the wrong hero's latest cinematic masterpiece, I would like to leave you with some public service announcements which will be recorded in the interests of public service and safety. Accidents will happen if you don't laugh. Actions speak louder than words, so watch out. All good things come to those who wait. So bring me my food pronto, Mr. Waiter, or my name is Mr. Death. If anything can go wrong, it will. And that's where I come in. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but I go one step further. I hang apple-scented air fresheners in my car. Ask me no questions, and I won't kill you. I don't brag, but I bite. If you can't beat them, find someone who can and send them to me, because I've been after this M for a long time. I even have an embolism. I expected nothing, and I didn't even get that. The customer is always right, and the manager always gets an ulcer. Dogs bark, the caravan goes on, and all of a sudden, I've got a terrific headache. And by this time, perhaps you do as well. So in the closing moments, I'd just like to say that this show is written and produced by Francis DiMenno, is copyright 1993 Francis DiMenno, and was recorded mostly live at the Middle East Cafe and at Studio 494. You are tuned to Cafe Cabaret, televised at 9 p.m. Thursdays on Cambridge Community Access Channel 66. Now, this is the Wrong Hero back again to conclude my public service announcements after having been interrupted by this commercial dribble that's required of us to announce. The gods send nuts to those who have no teeth, but the gods make people who have teeth nuts. Go figure. And remember, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, then you're going to get a big surprise.